All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to cover one of the simplest, most effective tricks to make your spoken Japanese sound way more natural, more friendly, and just, well, less like you're reading from a textbook.
So, have you ever had that feeling you're speaking Japanese, you know all the grammar is right, but something just feels a little stiff, a little too formal? It's a super common hurdle for learners, but the good news is there's a really easy fix.
Okay, take a look at this. This is a classic example straight out of a beginner's textbook. Now, is it grammatically correct? Yes, 100%. But is it how you'd actually talk to a friend? Not really. This polite, formal style is super important, don't get me wrong. But in a casual chat, it kind of puts up a little wall between you and the other person.
So, how do we knock down that wall and start sounding more natural? Well, it all boils down to 3 really simple rules. And the best part is, you don't have to learn a bunch of new words. This is all about just transforming the Japanese you already know.
Okay, so here they are. Rule number 1. You're going to use the short form of your words, the dictionary form. Rule 2, just get rid of that little question particle ka at the end of the sentence. And rule 3, and this is the most important part, let your voice go up at the end. That rising tone, that's your new question mark. It's that simple.
And this right here is a huge piece of the puzzle. To sound really natural, you've got to switch up your yes and no. Your polite height becomes a much more relaxed and your formal yeah becomes Honestly, making this one little switch is a massive signal that you're comfortable and speaking casually.
All right, enough with the theory, right? Let's actually see how all of this works in the real world. We're going to walk through verbs, adjectives, and nouns, and you'll see just how easy and consistent this pattern is.
Okay, first up, let's talk verbs. So for this casual style, we're going to swap out that polite masu form you probably learned first and instead use the plain or dictionary form of the verb.
So remember that formal question from before? 学校に行きますか? Well, using our new rules, ikimasu becomes its short form, iku. We ditch the ka, and we add that rising tone at the end, so it turns into 学校に行く? Hear that little lift? That's what makes it a question.
Let's try another one. Say you want to ask your friend if they drink coffee. Forget all the formal stuff. Just say, コーヒー飲む. If the answer's yes, they'll say, 飲む. And if it's no, 飲まない. See how quick and smooth that conversation is?
Next on the list, adjectives. And you're going to love this because the rules are exactly the same. No new tricks to learn here.
So, if you wanted to ask someone, are you busy? The formal way is 忙しいですか? But to make it casual, all you do is drop the desu ka and let your voice rise at the end. So it just becomes 忙しい, that's it. So much easier, right?
Here's another example you could use all the time. Picture it. You're browsing a bookstore with a friend. You can just hold up a book and ask, この本面白い? And they can give you that quick, easy answer, 面白い, or 面白くない.
Okay, let's wrap up with our final category, nouns and not adjectives. And by now, I'm pretty sure you can already guess exactly how this is going to work. It's just as simple.
The classic textbook question. Are you a student? Formally, it's gakusei desu ka? But casually, you just say the noun with that rising intonation. Gakusei? It's clean, it's simple, and it's totally natural. And for our last run-through, here's a super useful not adjective. You want to ask a friend if they're free today? Just ask, 今日暇? And the answers are just as direct. 暇 for yes, or 暇じゃない for no. Just like that, you're ready to make plans like a native speaker.
So look, what we've just covered is so much more than a simple grammar point. Honestly, mastering this little shift from formal to casual is one of the biggest keys you'll find to unlocking real flowing natural conversations in Japanese.
So what does this mean for you right now? Well, for starters, you're going to sound way more natural and a whole lot less robotic. You'll also find it easier to understand when your friends ask you questions. This helps you connect with people more easily, and you know what? It's going to give your speaking confidence a massive, massive boost.
So, there you have it. You now have the tools to make your Japanese sound instantly more authentic and relaxed. The only question left is, who are you going to try this out on first?